Okay, here we go. Testing 1, 2. There's no palm trees today. I'm still in Phoenix, but it's 35 degrees outside, so no summit cast outdoors. But we're inside, we're warm. Must be cold all over the country. And I'm coming to you again. Not Carla this week because she's in Fort Wayne. In fact, she was supposed to go out to Dallas to a conference, and because of the weather, she was unable to get out. So she's at home, but she doesn't know how to do the summit cast by herself. So you're stuck with me for the rest of the week. Maybe not. I'm scheduled to come back tomorrow. They're going to have to drag me on a plane, I think. Even though it's 35, it will get better out here. It'll get up to 50 probably today, which nobody's probably, or not too many people in the street of Arizona today because they complain about this kind of weather. Yesterday, a guy came up to me and said, "Man, isn't this weather terrible? It was 55 degrees and sunny. Can you believe that?" Well, I told him, "Man, you don't understand. Where I'm from, we got a snowstorm and I can't even get back." And after I told him that, I think he got a little appreciation. Probably not. He doesn't care anything about what's happening in Indiana, Chicago. He's spoiled, like a lot of people out here. But I'm not mad at him. I'm enjoying this weather while I can. And like I said, they'll probably have to drag me on a plane. If you look closely at the ground where I'm going into the plane, you'll probably see the skid marks where they're dragging my heels, or my heels are making marks on the ground as they drag me in the plane. But all is well. We rejoice in everything. I've got a good word for you today from 1 Corinthians 2, verse 9. The audio is not like it normally is. Got my son here with me. He's on the internet doing his thing. And so here's what I want to share. 1 Corinthians 2, 9, reading out of the Amplified. "But on the contrary, as the scripture says, what eye has seen and ear has heard, and has not entered into the heart of man all that God has prepared, made, and keeps ready." Wow, look at that. Prepared means to make and keep ready. That lets us know that God has made and keeps ready things for us. Let me keep reading. I'll start over. "On the contrary, but on the contrary, as the scripture says, what eye has not seen, and ear has not heard, and has not entered into the heart of man all that God has prepared, made, and keeps ready for those who love him." Do you love him? Goes on to say, "Love him who hold him in affectionate reverence, promptly obeying him, and gratefully recognizing the benefits he has bestowed." The next verse goes on to say, "Yet to us God has unveiled and revealed them by and through his Spirit." So the things that God has prepared for us, he has and is revealing them to us by the Spirit. That's why it's important for us to follow and obey the leading of the Spirit of God in our lives. But I want to call your attention to the word prepared. It means to make or made and keeps ready. So the things that God has prepared for us, this is telling us what God has for us, he keeps ready for us. He's already made ready. He keeps ready things for us. Isn't that good? So that means, it reminds me of a scripture in the psalm where it says that you prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies, David said. So right in the midst of your enemies, it doesn't make any difference what's coming against you. It all comes from the enemy, the devil. But right in the midst of your enemies, right in the midst of whatever the devil is trying to do in your life, it doesn't matter because you trust in God. And when you do that, even in the presence of your enemy, God prepares a table for you with all good things. And the enemy can't do anything about it. God sets that table right in front of the devil. He can't do anything about it. See, when you trust in him with your life. So that verse in 1 Corinthians reminds me of that because he's made ready for us on this table all kind of good stuff like increase in favor, blessing, victory, finances, abundance, health, joy, peace. He keeps ready those things. Those things that eye has not seen and ear has heard, but that God has revealed are the things that he keeps ready for you and I. So say with me, repeat after me, I'm favor ready. Say it, I'm favor ready. I'm increase ready. I'm wisdom ready. I'm health ready. I'm money ready. I'm joy ready. I'm peace ready. Boy, that ought to give you some warmth in the midst of the cold weather and in the midst of the snow. Go rejoicing because God keeps ready everything you need. Make it an Ephesians 3:20 day.